Hello Livewires, Heather Boyd Wire here, and welcome to day 4 of the 10-day Rings to Make and Sell challenge. Be sure to check out all the details about the challenge in the description below the video. Today we're making rings with dangling charms. What you're going to need for the project are your tools, 18, 20, and 22 gauge wire, a variety of beads, and also an optional head pin. So to start with, we're going to make the band. Take about 8 to 10 inches of 20 gauge wire, and we're going to start in the middle of the wire and make a loop with the end of our round nose pliers. So just form your loop, pinch it down to flatten it out a little bit, and then we're going to place that on our ring mandrel. This is the stepped wooden ring mandrel. We're going to hold it on there and wrap the wires around either side of the loop. So just bring the wires around a couple of times. You can always cut your wire a little longer if you're not sure of the length. And it also depends on the size of your ring. So we're just going to wrap it around, hold it snugly, and then we're going to take one end and wind it around the loop. So we want to make sure it's tight. Take the end either with your fingers or with your pliers and wrap it around. And then we're going to cut that end flush and just poke it in with your pliers so it doesn't leave a sharp end. And we're going to bring the other end around and clip it flush again, and then get our flat pliers again. Just push in those pokey ends, press them down if you need to, and just squeeze it in so it's adjusted well. And then take your flat pliers and turn the loop at a little half turn so it's vertical. That's important for dangling the charms. So now you can remove it from the mandrel, check the size, and then we're going to make our charms. So we'll start with the sun charm, and we will just turn the wire around a 4mm miracle bead. I don't want to make these too big for the rings. I've done the same type of charm larger for the charm bracelet challenge. Really, the sky is the limit with these charms. So I just surround the bead front and back, and then take my round nose pliers. These are fine stainless steel round nose pliers. I'll link up all my tools in the description of the video. And basically we're just going back and forth to form the sun rays. So just holding the wire, bend it out, and then back on itself. And we're going to alternate bending forwards and backwards so it sits quite flat. So just keep going all the way around the sun. Once we've got all the way around the sun, we're just going to bring it to the top center, do any adjustments that we need for the rays to make them even. Then we're going to take the round pliers and just help out that little bend so it doesn't get distorted. So we have the rays that are centered on the sun, and now we're going to tug that little end to surround the vertical wire. You can bend it around a couple of times depending on how low you want it to dangle, and then clip it with the flush cutters. Pinch in that little pokey end. Take your round pliers, bend it out and around to form the loop at the top. So now we're going to hook it on to our ring. Just hook it right on there. Take your flat pliers to hold it and twist the end around to secure it in place. So just twist it around until the ends are going to meet. Just push it in there. Get our flush cutters to give it a little clip. Pinch in the little pokey ends. Do any little adjustments that you need, And there's our dangling sun on a ring. For this one, we're going to take a 6mm miracle bead and put it on a piece of 22 gauge wire. Just bend it at a right angle, and after that we're going to take our round pliers to start the spiral. It's going to be much easier to start the spiral first, otherwise it's really tricky to hold the bead down and form the spiral around it. I have some other tutorials on how to surround beads with the spirals for different designs. We're going to just stick it on there now and hold it in place and continue the spiral. So just take it with your thumbs, bring it around, holding the bead, and finish up that spiral towards the vertical wire. It's much easier with 22 gauge wire. It's more flexible than the 20 gauge. So we're just going to finish it up at the top, give it a little tug, clip it flush. These are the Xuron flush cutters. Push down that little pokey end, pinch it in if you need to close the gap, and then take our round pliers, bend it out and around to form the loop at the top. So then you'll hook it onto your ring, stick it right on there, hold the loop with your flat pliers, twist it around a few times so it's secure, and clip it with the flush cutters again. Pinch in that pokey end, and there you have your dangling spiral bead. So this ring band is a little simpler. We're using 8 to 10 inches of 18 gauge wire. We're going to bend it at a right angle, put it on the mandrel, and then twist it around a few times to form the band. Hold it in place on the mandrel. Make sure it's snug. Take the end, grab it with your pliers if it's easier, and just pull it right around. Give it a good little tug. Clip it flush, and then push in that little pokey end, and then cut this to about 1/2 inch. Take our round pliers and turn it up into a little loop. So from there, I'm just going to take a head pin, stick a little bead on there, cut this to about 3/8 to 1/2 inch. Take our round pliers, bend it back and around to center the loop at the top. Hook it onto our ring band. And then we want to close up that loop with the flat pliers. Just pinch it closed. Make sure there's no little ends. And there's a very simple dangling charm ring. And you can use all kinds of different beads or charms to dangle off the ring. And I have more charms in the 10-day charm bracelet making challenge that I'll link up in the description. The challenge will be happening from June 12th to June 21st, 2023. Be sure to join my private Facebook group to share photos of your creations from the 10-day challenge. Participants that complete all 10 challenges will be eligible to win great prizes, including wire from Beadalon, this amazing stepped ring mandrel, and custom wire jewelry from my Etsy shop. If you don't have Facebook, you can email me photos of all 10 rings at the end of the challenge to be eligible to win these great prizes. The Facebook group will be open for a limited time during the challenge and will be reopened at future dates for future challenges. Please note this is a private Facebook group, so anything that you post in the group will not appear on your regular timeline. Be sure to check out all the details about the challenge in the description below the video. Have fun with the challenges, and I can't wait to see what you guys create. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you the next time.